I don't know how everyone else felt here, but Norm was sick for quite a while, and he got sicker, and I didn't know, and I talked to so many people who I was sure knew. I thought maybe I'm the only one that doesn't know, and so many he didn't want anybody to know.
I didn't know.
But I remembered when he went, everybody in the community we all thought we were the only one that didn't know, and we were so upset that we didn't get a chance to tell him what he meant to us. And then it was very quickly realized he would not have tolerated that. He didn't want it. He didn't want any of us to tell him.
He'd get gross.
He'd get very unhappy.
Treat him different or laugh at his jokes.
I'm sick of these kind of characters. I think we should kill Hitler. Me and you, go suicide, kill him.
Right. It's like he died 50 years ago, probably.
Did he? I didn't even know he was sick.
Did want to bring up Norm Macdonald first, if you don't mind, and your thoughts on somebody who I'm sure you've known for quite some time.
Well, I didn't know he was sick at all. It's sad.
And one of the guys who loved him and always had him on the show, is a huge fan, is Jay Leno. And Jay's with us. Jay, how are you, sir?
Good. I mean...
Horrible. I didn't even know he was sick. Were you aware
it's so
of that?
sudden.
No, I didn't know he was sick. He kept it all inside.
Yeah.
And, he was a private person.
And I had a really tough reaction to this one. I didn't have no idea he was even sick.
This guy is my favorite stand-up, and I was shocked. I didn't know he was even sick.
For obvious reasons, we lost Norm Macdonald this week, which was just, I had no idea that he was even sick.
Did you know he was sick?
No.
Absolutely stunned. Had no idea that Norm had not only been very ill, but been very ill for a very long time. None of us had any idea.
I'm used to say goodbye, nothing new to me. Baby, I'm trying to survive, and I know that you believe in a world with happy endings. So tired of pretending.
Joke after his death, it'd be something along the lines of, I was relieved to find out that I died of cancer and not that O.J. Simpson killed me.
Yep.
I think it would be kind of like the epitome of an afterlife joke from Norm there.
F. Lee Bailey said this week that if the defense only knew what Ron Goldman's last words were, they might be able to find the real killer. If you ask me, Goldman's last words were probably, hey, you're O.J. Simpson. In Duluth, Minnesota, authorities suspect arson was to blame for a fire that destroyed a mobile home and killed 73 cats. The chief suspect so far? This dog. Dogs don't care for cats much, How could they not know that? This week, Disney released a new CD featuring a rapping Mickey Mouse. To avoid controversy, the CD will not include the controversial hit single, Cat Killer. And in a related story, this week marked the 5,000th performance of the Broadway musical Cats. It also marked the 5,000th time a guy turned to his wife and said, "What the hell is this?"
Cat ladies, they're so crazy, they're always thought to be crazy. You know who's even crazier? Snake ladies.
Oh, yeah.
They have
Absolutely.
This is so your style right here.
What?
The writers, whoever they are, they're writing, they know how to write for you. Just read this one.
Cats and paraplegics have a lot in common. For starters, neither appreciates going into your pool.
No, you didn't read it right. Neither appreciates being tossed in your neighbor's pool.
Yeah, they deserve a raise.
Know that in this day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm all I need.
Am I able to have a good time? My cat just had a heart attack.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he had a heart. You ever hear such a crazy thing?
No, I didn't know they got things like that.
Yeah, they get heart attacks. So I got it off Steve Corrin, this writer up at
Sure,
Saturday Night
I know
Live.
him, yeah.
Yeah, so he gives me his cat. Turns out it's some kind of a defective cat, you know? So he's a nice cat and everything. I'm getting along with him. I come back to my apartment last week. The cat's like foaming at the mouth. He's shaking like this. He's foam coming out. So I didn't want to get near it. I thought maybe he'd, you know, who knows? He was delirious. Maybe he'd think I'm a mouse. So I didn't want to get near him. So I phoned 911. You know, I panicked. I phoned 911.
Right.
Which it turns out it's just for people. I didn't know that.
Didn't know either.
They got mad, man. They said they would have me arrested if I phoned.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, you know, I love this cat. It's a good cat. So I took him down. I got him in a cab, and I took him down to the hospital, the animal hospital. And the guy tells me my cat had a heart attack. He takes him away. He says, oh, yeah, he had cardiac arrest and stuff. And he started asking me questions about, like, he says, I said, what would cause that? He goes, you know, diet, stress.
Stress?
Yeah. No, he had a big promotion coming up. So, and then he let me visit the cat. He says, you can visit the cat, you know. There's visiting hours. I go, all right. So you go in this room, and then they bring the cat in a cage. He's all drugged up. And then they put the cat, like, on a bed. And then the guy goes, okay, we'll be back in a half an hour. You have half an hour, you know? So I'm with the cat, like, for half an hour. So after 5 minutes, you know, I figured, I got a life to get back to. You know, it's a cat. So we go out, and so afterwards he told me he had a lot of, he said he could have an operation, which was like $4,000, which, you know, I could buy like 100 cats for that, you know? But then I figured, what the hell would I do with 100 cats?
Right. So you got the cat. You sprung for the operation.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, there was another thing where he's on medication, you know, and I have him on medication. I have this medication, and he said there was some good news and bad news. He said the bad news was the cat only has like a 20% chance of survival, but he says the good news is it's just a cat.
He's a bad doctor. He's a bad doctor, too.
And in a related story, this week marked the 5,000th performance of the Broadway musical Cats. It also marked the 5,000th time a guy turned to his wife and said, what the hell is this? Just your manager, Jimmy.
Oh, is he back there?
He asked me to go to cabaret with him tomorrow night.
Is that true? Was that, do you think it was a date? Or?
I don't know. I never heard a dude ask another dude that.
So what'd you say?
I said no. I only went to one musical. I went to Cats. You remember that one?
With the cats?
Yeah.
They dress up.
They actually are it's cats. It's actual cats.
Yeah.
I know. I was stunned. And I say, there's a dude working there. I say, good God, man, that's about actual cats, right? So the guy goes, well, what the hell you expect? It says cats. And I go, I don't know. I thought it was like a symbolism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, right?
I mean, if you went to like Dog Day Afternoon and there's a bunch of dogs in the afternoon, you'd want your money back.
Literal, exactly, yeah.
Don't have to sweat it, you're a Cobra boy. All right, so, let's see.
What the hell was that?
What was what?
You just sang.
Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? 'Cause we're the Cobras, so you better look out. What?
How you come up with a song so fast?
No, just came to me. What about?
Just came to you. It was perfect. It was like you rehearsed it or something. Here's the plan. Get over here, guys. The Panthers hang around 34th and Main. They're pretty juiced by midnight. And that's when we strike.
Right.
That's when we... Whoa. What the hell is this? What are you doing?
We're being cobras.
Ah, look, that's it. What is up with you guys?
What? He started singing, then he started singing, then he started singing, then he started singing. So I started singing. It happens.
No, it does not happen. This was clearly choreographed.
The Panthers! The Panthers are coming to get you! I saw them down the street!
Okay, now listen up. Here's the plan. We're gonna ambush the Panthers. Honey! Oh, no, that's not good. Okay, Big Jake! Oh, God, this isn't working out.
Cobras! Cobras! Panthers! Cobras! Panthers! Cobras! Panthers! Cobras!
Paradise, with your body I don't wanna share. We're making dynamite, explosive love intentions building in the air.
I saw a wonderful play. A guy went on a trapeze over the audience. This was at the height of the AIDS epidemic, and he cut himself. His blood, his AIDS, his AIDS-filled blood went all over the audience. We then would cheer because we were afraid to be politically incorrect. So instead, we contract AIDS.
But wait, you were at the show?
Yeah.
You were being sprayed with AIDS blood?
The iron horse of broadcasting.
It's iron. You don't pronounce it iron.
That's what everybody tells me.
It's the iron horse. Like Lou Gehrig was the iron horse of baseball.
Yes.
The word I-R-O-N is iron. No, iron.
Iron.
Right. Not. It should be iron. That's what makes English the world's toughest language.
Yeah.
You know, right? Sure.
It is the
Because
toughest
language
To
to
me,
learn.
it's the easiest. Yeah.
And it's cast iron.
It's
if I
cast
remember.
iron.
Iron.
Cast iron grilling grates that
Are
are
you kidding when you say iron?
You know what? Don't be like fucking Larry King. That motherfucker, I say iron and he's up my asshole for fucking 4 days.
I heard you had Larry King on here.
Cast
Your
iron.
show that's amazing, by the way. No one gets on Larry King. Larry King gets you.
Cast iron grilling grates. Look at that.
Why doesn't that clock work?
Why doesn't that cock work?
That clock works.
My cock works.
Oh, this clock over here.
Your mind is going somewhere, Norm.
No, I thought that's what you said. I was trying to.
What? No, iron horse.
What do you say? Iron.
Iron. You got it right.
Iron. You know, I'll tell you this, Larry. Say what you want about how huge and fat my head has gotten, but who'll forget it.
Try iron.
But here's what I heard Larry King say one time. This woman had lost her child, for some reason, dead, And then Larry King said, "Paul Newman told me you never get over it." Like a psychopath question. That's what I heard Larry King say to a guy once. What? The guy had lost his child. Oh, no. And Larry King goes, "Paul Newman told me you never get over it." It's like some unfeeling psychotic.
I had all my kids on Larry King one time.
Yeah?
And I had my little boy Buck.
Yeah.
Was about 7 then. I had all.
You mean
all
it was
5
one of those
my
ones where it's a bunch of chairs
yeah,
in there? Yeah.
all 5 of my kids and.
On set?
Yeah, getting interviewed there, and he asked to talk to everybody, and then he looks at my little boy and he goes, "So who's your mom?"
Well, he said he never researched.
He doesn't do any research.
He goes, my kid goes, "Mom."
What is?
We hate the most.
That's the one thing I fear is dying.
Man, that haunts me.
Because the thought of not existing, it's like, what the new thing they call it is? Dirt nap.
Good God, Larry.
That's what they call it, a dirt nap.
You would not say that on Hulu.
No, I wouldn't say it, but I'd say it here.
here. He's sitting in the chair you were sitting in, and I asked him, what do you think about most of the time now? You don't have a show anymore. He goes, death. I was like, good God. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do a little breezy conversation. And he's like, I don't believe there's anything afterwards either. Just dirt. You're smothered in it. I'm like, all right, easy. And he looks like he's been already dead 10 years. He looks so much older than he does, doesn't he?
We saw him in Hawaii.
Calm your fears about death?
Yeah, please.
Be
serious. Are you being serious?
I'm being completely serious. Because I used to be, as he knows, obsessed with it. And I would ruminate it all night on it. And then I came to a realization that you and death will never intersect. As long as you're here, death is not. As long as death is there, you are not.
Yeah, but since you know it's coming.
Oh, but, you don't want that.
And we were like, Jesus Christ, it's like, I don't know, like a gargoyle. But then the next month or so, remember, I went to do a show, and he looked good. Like, I guess they put makeup on him.
Oh, yeah, they get the people that work over at Madame Tussauds. but then he lights up, of course. It's like those performers that, like Rickles, and then he's on stage, and all of a sudden, so that's the great thing, I guess. You want to go...
But knowledge, I can't take away the knowledge that it's coming. I don't believe I'm going anywhere.
You don't?
Do not believe in a higher power looking down on me. Why a bomber in Boston? Because if there is a God, he's omnipotent.
Yes.
If he's omnipotent, he could prevent it.
Yes.
Why didn't he prevent it?
I don't know, man, but you got to stop hanging out in that hot tub with Bill Maher all the time and it sounds like you got a God-shaped hole in your heart.
What the hell are you talking about?
You know, all afternoon, as we do this, you've been playing on and off with a cigarette. Do you smoke?
I quit smoking a year ago.
Good for you.
Thank you. You quit smoking?
Yeah.
And you, when you smoked at the Tomorrow Show...
We puffed. We didn't smoke. We puffed.
You probably caused many children to start smoking.
So you hold a cigarette and you never light it?
Yes, it helps me. I have an oral fixation, the doctors tell me. That never... I'm like Beretta.
Are you doing this to be a funny thing, or do you really have to kind of
I'm doing
feel
it. No, I feel that I have an oral fixation. You know about that.
I don't have that, by the way.
If it's
I don't
not
like
this, I go straight. You don't like sucking cock?
I don't like sucking cock. I mean, I have done it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. You know why I wouldn't like it?
Why?
Aren't those animals, like inside the cum? Like, I remember...
The sperm, you mean?
Yeah. So to me, like, it's a bunch of animals and stuff.
And long.
I know to smoke.
I'll smoke it for you if you... No, all right.
No, I'm trying to...
I just figured it would be rude not to offer you a light.
It's nice, but I'm trying not to. And I feel if I...
Sitting there with a cigarette.
I feel if I, took one puff. I have an oral fixation, my doctor tells me, which is not good.
How did he know that?
I was sucking his cock. I was sucking his cock.
Okay, since nicotine is such an addictive drug, do you think someday you'll have to have a prescription to buy a pack of cigarettes?
Well, they always bring up the Constitution and talk about how we should still have the right to a militia and all that. But let's face facts, this country was built on tobacco growers. So, if you're going to start changing... If you're not going to change one thing because it comes from way back then, you can't change this either. There are farmers out there who make a living. Tobacco is one of the crops that got this country going. So, no, I don't think they'll ever make it illegal.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't make it illegal. I know.
I think Norm's backing me up on that. What motivated you to quit?
Well, I guess I read this thing about how it was like a phallic symbol, and my doctor went in. He said, you probably have an oral fixation, which you know what that means. Let's not kid ourselves, right? So that's why I always smoke like cigarettes instead of cigars, because if I'm gonna have I like a little white thin cock.
Middletown, the center of the universe, to take a nice clean call, and then I space out. I'm thinking, I can't listen to Norm for a second. I got to get a time cue here. I come back, and you're talking about having a thin white cock in your...
I don't have a thin white cock. In my cock, you mean?
No.
In my mouth. No, you misunderstand. What I'm saying is this. I'm just saying...
Don't make the mistake of thinking I fucking listen to you.
I just want to make it clear about that cock thing. I was just saying, if I ever was gay, if they like suddenly made it mandatory or something, then I would choose the smallest cock, and I would like a guy that came fast. I don't know. I thought the subject was cocks.
No cocks is next week.
I'm sorry. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen.
If you could boil your Wikipedia entry down to a one-sentence bio, what would it be?
He was. That has a subject and a predicate.
Please send help. Please send help. I don't feel like I belong here. I belong here. No. Wish I could change myself. Change myself. It can get so stressed.
You're dead. The hell I am, they'll see. I'd heard this kind of talk before. How I'm finished. Through. Obsolete, passé, yesterday's news. A has-been, a fossil. Well, I'll have you know, I'm just as relevant today as I was 25 years ago. No, my agent laughs through the phone like it's the greatest joke in the world. Check your Wikipedia page. You're dead, all right. If there was one thing that you would change about Adam Egget, what would it be?
Oh, where do I start?
This guy says your face looks like a cunt.
I can't even change that. It's not the first time I've heard that. But, I mean...
You know what I don't like is when they make those dirty drinks.
Dirty Sanchez?
Dirty Sanchez? That's what you drink?
What dirty drinks?
No, they say like
pink pussy,
huh?
like the pink pussy.
You don't have to be dirty, but the guy doesn't realize there's a TV camera aimed at him.
This is like your little brother.
God damn, man.
You have such control.
And this morning, Adam Egget. Oh, is that your name? Fucking change it.
The latest Archie.
Adam Egget telling a joke.
The latest Archie comic shows gay character Kevin kissing his boyfriend Devin. Another barrier will be broken next month when in a dream sequence, Jughead will be show fisting Betty Crocker.
God damn, you're illiterate.
It's a show fit. No. Oh, you're right.
Will be shown.
Yeah, they forgot to write the end there. Why is it so different to find pornography about people in stable monogamous relationships?
Why is it so what?
Different.
Different? Difficult. Damn.
Start all over, and the joke still works.
Oh my God.
Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville.
Start again.
All right.
Kids today, I mean,
You can't spell ABC.
Wow. Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville. With this and her appearance on iCarly, I think Michelle is ready to start appearing in films. May I suggest my favorite film series, Black Ass Fuckers? It's actually...
Adam Egget told me something I didn't know. He said you worked with Red Fox on a variety.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm dying to hear.
I produced Red Fox variety. You told me he just worked on it.
Worked on it? Well, that's, I mean, according to your
What do you
Wikipedia
think I was,
page.
a stagehand, you douchebag? Worked on it. Did you do your notes? Lose the douchebag.
He's talking about me.
Well, we don't know if he's talking
He's
about
clearly talking about me.
you. He is talking about you. What's the deal with that fucking douchebag? Plus some douchebag, I don't know who he was, but I'd like to punch him right in the fucking face. Adam had a question he wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean...
Nora Ephron walked off the show.
Yeah.
Right, and so did Sinead O'Connor, I think, right?
I was there for that one too.
You were there for Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah.
It was Nora Dunn, by the way.
Oh, no, I meant when Dice did it, Sinead... Yeah.
Was that the same show?
That wasn't the same show.
No, she said she didn't want to do it because Dice was performing, so they had to get a different musical guest.
This guy, they hired this guy to ruin all the interviews? No, so how about this?
Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss.
That was the... Oh.
Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss. Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss. That was it.
I thought he was talking about his first Twitter name. I was like, that's a really long Twitter name.
Real Ed McMahon over here, huh?
Ed McBoy.
What was your joke?
You had one joke?
It was so ridiculous. It was stupid.
What was it?
Oh God, man! It was something like, don't take a shot from a girl at a bar because it looks ridiculous. It's never good. I think the punchline was, is this a Care Bear cum shot or something? It was really ridiculous. I don't remember it. It was so long ago, but that was the gist of it, and that's why I don't do stand-up anymore.
He can't even tell his own joke.
I mean, I'm not a good,
Anything.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, it's like... Earlier this week, Aaron Jackson of Topeka, Kansas, painted his house the colors of the Gay Pride rainbow flag in direct protest of the Westboro Baptist Church. When that didn't seem to work, Jackson fucked 3 of his best buds on his front lawn.
Homophobic.
Yeah.
Well, I think it shows
earlier he
solidarity.
was racist, and now he's homophobic.
Well, I think of this. Yeah. Former Tennessee Titans cheerleader Elizabeth Lee Garner, 42, is accused of pulling a 12-year-old boy's pants off and offering him oral sex. The boy refused her advances, not because he was 12, but because he was a die-hard Colts fan.
This is what I have to work with,
Chipotle has canceled its planned sponsorship of the Utah Boy Scout event due to the BSA's ban on gay leaders and scouts. Ironic how an all-male anti-gay organization would want to put hot, thick loads of beef and sour cream in their mouth.
Okay. We get the idea. You hate gay guys. We first met, I met you underneath the Queensboro Bridge. You at the time were jerking off punks for $15 a man.
My whole family's watching, man. My grandmother.
Your family doesn't know that when you were a young man, you used to jerk off punks for $15 a man?
What's the joke?
Holocaust denier.
Awesome.
I'm not going to hold that against you.
He doesn't believe in the whatever.
What?
I never got to go to
He
camp.
doesn't believe in the Holocaust.
I never went to camp when I was a kid. Is that a good change of subject?
He doesn't believe that the Holocaust happened.
Do you not believe that?
I had a bar mitzvah again.
Yeah,
why would you have a bar mitzvah if you didn't believe the Holocaust happened?
Jesus, every time.
This is the closest I've seen to him admitting to the Holocaust, where he said, I think people have died. He's like, 6,600,000? What's the difference? I'm like,
Well, there's a lot of difference.
There's a
Adam.
huge difference. There's something beautiful about this one.
I'm so
not
glad.
joking. I'm not being ironic.
No, I really loved it too. It was great.
Oh, that's great.
So
Too bad this guy was here.
Yeah.
I was in Montreal
at that restaurant.
Yeah.
Cochon de whatever, petit, something de cochon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
So, like
A pig.
Yeah, the pied de cochon.
Yeah.
Right. They make their own head cheese. And I'm like, really? Why would anyone? I thought that was garbage meat. But no, they're making it right out of the head. You can order a whole pig's head there.
You can?
You can eat for two.
Ugh. I was in Cambodia once. I ate a brain. It was brain.
Really?
Yeah, mine was stupid. Now,
Zuckerberg says he's only eating his own meat that he kills now. Have you read that?
With his bare hands.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg?
The kid's a monster.
He tries to do one thing to alter his modern lifestyle every year. And this year, he says he's only going to eat meat that he's actually killed. And I was wondering, what are you adhering to
I'm a
lately,
vegetarian, a strict vegetarian.
No, have you done that?
Well, I eat chicken.
What's not all that?
That's not vegetarian.
I'm not. I said I'm not strict. I eat chicken and
steaks
beef. Pork. I ate raw game. Did you ever eat? It's not dead yet.
No, you're
and
over
you
that.
eat it, and as you're eating it, their death throes are making you hungrier.
There's nothing.
That's better than a soybean.
Yeah, you're right.
Which sounds better, that or soybean?
Listen, some of the best meals I've had is that Mongolian thing over at Dahmer's on Wednesday night. Literally, we ate a Mongolian.
Did I tell you I ate a live fish in real life?
No.
Yeah, I was at a sushi restaurant, and the guy's like Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go, I eat just sashimi, like raw fish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat with rice or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to impress him. So he goes, you eat live fish? I go, yeah. Even though I don't. And he goes,
never think he's going to call you on it.
yeah, and I go, plus it sounds kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I get you live fish. I go, thanks, man. Like I was an inside guy, and then he brought out a fish and hit it and knocked it out and put it on a stick. It was live. And that clears out a sushi bar. A lot of people, the girl I was in was barfing in a bathroom. And the only people interested was the guy, the Japanese sociopath guy. And all the Mexican help, they were all like looking like I'd eat it. And so I had to cut it. And then they leave the fish that's on the skeleton that looks like the one Sylvester found on a garbage thing.
Mm-hmm.
To move. It's moving and like a dead bobblehead, and you had to put water in its mouth to keep it alive so you could watch it die as you ate. It was a nice meal.
Do you know about this girl? She's mad at you. She was on the Greg Fitzsimmons show. Did you hear anything about this?
I know Greg Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Greg does a show for us, and Greg was interviewing some girl, and she was going off.
I know who it is.
What's the girl's name?
You know, me and Norm have worked with her before. That's why he's going to laugh when I say the name. Laura Keitlinger. Hates your guts.
Did you know she hates you?
Oh
my God. Do you want to hear the clip? All right.
When Dirty Work came out, Comedy Central had a show called Canned Ham. It promoted movies, and me and Norm did it.
She hosted.
And she was the host. And
You like her, right?
But she seemed fine.
You have no problem with her.
She was on SNL.
Okay, listen to the comment on this, if you will.
By the way, wait, can I interrupt your old friend, Norm Macdonald? Did you guys write together on,
He's not a friend of mine.
Roseanne, right? Well, I was just using it loosely.
Now, you had a reaction just now to Norm Macdonald.
Mm-hmm.
Not a friend, not a fan.
You worked with him, though.
Mm-hmm. At Saturday Night Live.
Roseanne.
No, I missed him at Roseanne. Well, I came in, and he was supposed to be the my guide through SNL, and it turned out that he is a shit stirrer.
He was busy pissing in a bucket in front of people.
Well, no, he loves to pit people against each other. He used to find articles where somebody said one thing, and then he'd stand in the doorway and laugh. He'd find an article where Janine said something about Adam, and just create all this havoc. So it's funny that you said that, because he's probably one of the few people I really don't like. Yeah. Norm is someone who really sticks out. Well, to you. Because it was such a kind of a vulnerable time, being because it was the first time I'd ever done live TV and stuff, and he really, and for all of us, really kind of made it difficult.
What about Norm Macdonald? You're at war with him as well. You two don't like each other.
Warring with Norm?
Here's what Norm said.
Oh, good.
I got it for you. All right. Chris and Norm Macdonald apparently hate each other. This is according to my notes. When Norm hosted Saturday Night Live, Chris did not appear on the show. Wow.
Wait, when was it?
In November of '97.
Oh, right.
Norm said of Chris, I don't know, but to me he seems gay. He claims he's not, but I've never seen like a guy who's not gay seem so gay. I don't find him funny. What can I say? Never made me laugh. What happened between... First of all, I don't believe you're gay, are you? I know someone you dated.
No, I'm not gay.
Yeah, you did.
And he's certainly had to have laughed at you once or twice.
Right.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
a funny guy.
Right.
Well, that was the
I mean, your
Rolling
characters,
Stone
some of your
article.
characters are effeminate, so maybe people will think you're
Right,
gay.
like Mango's, like, you know,
he's gay.
Queer as day.
Right. So
yeah.
So is Norm a homophobe? Is that the problem? He doesn't like gay
definitely
characters?
think he has a problem with
But give me the history of this. I love feuds.
Okay, let's see. What is, I don't know
You
exactly.
didn't appear on the show for a reason. You just
No. I don't. I just think I didn't get my sketches in. It wasn't like I'm not appering in the show.
And when you're on Saturday Night Live, I've heard this before. When you say you didn't get your sketches in, you have to write your own material. If you don't get it in, if
it doesn't pass muster,
then you're not on the show.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, every week.
So do you have to hire separate guys to help you write material?
No. I mean they're there. There's there's people you write with normally. So
right. Okay. Because I heard some people don't help other people. You know.
No, some people don't.
Right.
But I'm not, because I'm not exactly the easiest guy to write for, though. I'm not like, I'm not an everyman. I can't be the boyfriend all the time. I'm more of a freak.
So why Norm Macdonald? I mean, Norm is an easygoing guy. I know Norm. Why the dislike? Something happened.
Well, let's see. When I first got on the show, he was so nice. He and Spade,
right,
were just like so nice. And then I don't know what happened. He just started. Like Garth Brooks was, we did like a pitch meeting, and he started saying things in the pitch meeting like, you don't want to do, like Garth Brooks was a guest.
Yeah.
Was a guest. I was like, I'm sure you don't want to do another fag sketch. Like things like that, people would laugh.
Oh dear.
I was like, why is he saying why is it? And then it got kind of old, like, Jesus, Norm, you're like another.
And it makes you inhibited in a writing meeting if someone's goofing on you every time you open up your mouth, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't care because I'm not gay. If I was like, some gay guy going, I don't want anyone to know that I'm just
right. And so the gay jokes kept going and going and going.
Yeah, the gay jokes kept going and going.
And then you finally said, hey, I've had it with you, Norm.
Well,
did you ever confront him?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but it's like a playful thing. He says it's like a Jack Benny, Fred Allen, kind of a feud thing.
But you don't see it that way.
No, I think he's I don't know. But he this is what happened. We were on a flight together. We didn't plan on being together on the same flight. We were flying from LA back to New York to do Saturday Night Live, and it was a red eye, and he's behind me, and we're getting along, whatever. He's talking about crapping on women, or I don't know what he was talking about, something like that.
Yeah,
and it was funny because he was so loud,
right?
So everyone else could hear it. I'm like, I just crap on this girl,
yeah.
And I'm like, laughing,
right?
Because he's a funny guy,
yeah.
And then I wake up. And, because it's a red eye, and one of my shoes is missing. And I was like, where's my shoe? And Norm's like, hey, you lost your shoe, huh? And then he leaves. And I'm like, so disoriented. And I'm the last guy in the flight looking for my shoe. And I just, walk off the plane with one shoe. And all the stewardess is like, you are funny.
Oh, no. So he stole your shoe.
He stole my shoe.
And he's playing goofs on you. He's not respecting you.
Right. And then I took his jacket on a really cold night.
Yes.
And his assistant called me at home going, I gotta get Norm's jacket. Please get me Norm's jacket. And she was like freaking out.
Right.
I was like, no, this is between Norm and I.
You can't play in this game.
I've interviewed Chris before. He's a good guy. Chris.
Thank you.
Is it not true that Jim Brewer, your former cast member, had a problem with you as well?
I think at one point he thought I stole an idea from him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, man, there's so much infighting. You got to admit.
But that's it, though.
Really?
That's not much for like 6 years.
With a lot of the cast members, and I think with Chris, do you remember that Rolling Stone cover came out, and they only put certain members of SNL on the cover?
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Didn't that cause a lot of strife inside?
Yeah. Well,
Why, they only chose certain amount of people for the cover. It was you.
Right, it was Will, me, Molly Shannon, and Sherry O'Terry.
And you did the cover, and the rest of the cast felt like, hey, what are we, garbage?
What is this?
But why be mad
it was
at you?
because of our characers, too. You know, it was like there was the cheerleaders.
You were the breakout guys.
Roxbury guys.
Right.
And Mary Catherine.
But aren't they mad or jealous because you guys broke out and they didn't? And don't they think that you should stick up for them and insist that they be on the cover as well? But you don't have that kind of juice.
No, what are we gonna?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's only makes sense that they would be on the cover, but what are we gonna do? I mean, Norm wanted to be. There's a big stink because he wanted to be on the cover
by himself.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't know if he wanted. No, he wanted to be
in that picture.
I don't know. He showed up later, and then he wanted to be. He wanted to stand in the middle of us.
And you said no.
Well, it was just like weird.
Yeah, right.
Like, why are you
like, who are you?
Like here? It was like my variety show. What?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I guess he thought he was the guy. All right, Chauncey, thanks. All right. Artie Lang, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, what's up, man?
Yeah, hey, Artie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I like Chris. I think he's funny. But what he said before about that Rolling Stone cover is wrong.
All right, go. Artie's going to defend Norm, I guess.
Norm represents.
You know, you might be wrong.
All right, go ahead.
No, it's just that, Chris made it sound like Norm showed up begging to get on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Oh, no, he wasn't begging. He was just, like, assuming he was on the cover with us. And
Well, he was, though.
I know he was.
But he wanted to stand in the middle as well.
No. They were begging Norm to do it, and he thought it seemed weird.
He didn't want to do it.
Right, he thought it seemed weird to stand in the middle of all you guys.
Oh, that's true.
They definitely wanted Norm to be on the cover because at the time, I mean, he was the funniest guy on the show. Howard, you've said that a million times.
I think Norm is hysterical.
He is. I already said that.
Yeah, and so does Chris.
But,
I think Chris.
He made it sound like Norm's begging to get on the cover of Rolling Stone.
No.
You guys said no.
Hey, Artie, do you know why Norm has such a problem with Chris?
No.
What is his problem?
I don't know. I wasn't there when they met or all that stuff happened.
He's never really...
Well, you are Mrs. Norm
Wait a
Macdonald.
minute, you weren't there during the shoot either, but you know all about that.
As a matter of fact, I was, because me and Norm had already done the movie, and I had lunch with his assistant, and we went over there.
There you go.
They said that this guy, Don Ohlmeyer, turns out to be the president.
Yeah, now I know Don Ohlmeyer, and just between you and me, he's an idiot.
Oh.
So I wouldn't take it seriously. If this guy fired you, you may still have a job. You never know.
Norm is here. Norm's so much in the news every time I turn around.
What? Oh, me in the news?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Hotter than ever.
Yeah.
My gosh. Looks like they did you a big favor over there at NBC.
Yeah, they hate me.
Oh, but look what happened to you. Became a movie star, just like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But hadn't you already started filming this movie long before that whole controversy began?
Yeah.
So what do you make of all this?
What do I make of it?
Yeah, what's the point?
The point of
they're
what?
trying to make, you know.
Who?
So
you got to explain to the people.
No, they read the papers. They know.
Yeah, they know that NBC has banned promotion or commercials featuring your movie on their network.
Yeah, because this character, Don Ohlmeyer, he's the president of NBC, you see?
Yeah.
And he hates me.
Yeah.
But you've only met him one time, I understand.
I've only met him once.
So this is not a personal reason that he hates you.
Yes, he hates me personally.
But you like him, don't you?
I think he's a fair enough fella. I met him once. He seems like a stand-up guy. I don't hate anybody.
That's
you
right.
know Don Ohlmeyer?
I've met him a couple of times, sure.
He seems like a nice enough fella.
Yes, absolutely.
And I don't, put it this way. His best friend is O.J. Simpson, right? Now, if you can like O.J. Simpson, you can like me. You know what I mean?
I wonder what it is about you.
Feelings flowing up and down, picking up the pieces that you left behind, hitting on the top of flow, breathing in the smoke and clearing up my mind. The thoughts of you, I never knew what the hell you got me into. What do you mean?
Barbara Walters never listens to me. Barbara, are you listening?
Yeah.
I have to talk to Sherry Shepherd. Fortunately, we share views on dinosaurs. But I can never get that lady, the old lady.
You are really wild. I mean, you're wild in that show, and you're wild in person.
What?
Yeah. Don't you think?
No, I think you're wild.
like on the set of that show with you?
What is it like? Well, what do you mean?
What do I mean? Well, because you're so average.
She thinks you're
wacky.
Well, I'm just saying it's hard to memorize. We're not walking around the set going, hey, you know.
So, unless you've been living under a rock, Star Wars. I do not understand why people stand in line for days and days and days. They can't see the movie in 2 weeks. I mean, they don't have jobs. In any event, so I went to see Star Wars. I had never seen any of the Star Wars, and I felt terrible about it until I learned that
I never saw it. Never saw the first one.
I never saw any of them.
No.
You never saw anything? You never wanted to see Star Wars?
No, I never liked them. I don't like those science fiction because my dad always hated them. And you know how you try to be what your dad, you try to be, you know what I mean? And I remember when I was a kid, I watched that Twilight Zone. Remember that show?
Yeah.
And oh my God, my dad hated it because it was too fantastical, and he thought I should be doing the chores. And I remember one time me and my brother were watching Star Wars.
My son was. Have you ever seen Star Wars? 10 minutes later.
This goes on. That's Norm.
We only have 2 more minutes.
I was just giving you a little backstory.
You were going to take steroids?
Yeah, but then I found out, you know that they shrink your testicles? Did you know that?
I thought that was the fun part. You know what? If you look at this little action figure, I'm telling you.
Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Too bad.
And I have to say, Norm, that speaking as you just did, you fit right into this category. And we may just add you every day to our Hot Topics. Norm, you are.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back. So try these words out. Droll, sarcastic, controversial, hilarious. Well, those are some of the words that are used to describe Norm Macdonald's character on his sitcom, Norm. But as you will see in this clip, people may think twice before they use the words smooth or charming. Take a look.
Hey, Lori. Hey, look, I can see your underwear there.
You're supposed to see him.
Yeah, that's a little desperate, isn't it?
I'm playing tennis with Shelley.
You playing tennis with Shelley?
Yeah.
Hey, I have an idea that would even be more fun for you. If I played tennis with Shelley, while you, I don't know what you do, who cares?
And in spite of that, please welcome Norm Macdonald.
What's up, man?
Okay, Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. He's, you know, he's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Who are the murderers?
Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without.
That's a little too far.
That's the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't want
talk
to get
about
into this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to it.
Exactly. Get with it. There you go.
This is a live show.
Now, for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up.
Look,
Okay.
let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
took a lot of flack for saying in the art of for some things that you said in the Hollywood Reporter, saying that you were kind of glad that the Me Too movement has slowed down, and we don't really know you as a guy who, you know, really comments on very much that's going on. So what were you trying to say? Yeah.
Well, I was, you know, print reporters, they ask you questions and they put them all together. What I was talking about was Chris Hardwick, this particular comedian. Right. That was a friend of mine. And, you know, if 500 women go against a man, obviously the guy's guilty. But then the Chris Hardwick one, it was one woman against one man. Mm-hmm. Right. You know, so I was saying that I thought it was good that the pendulum was slowing, and Chris Hardwick has been as rehabilitated as he's going to get. He still tells me he can't walk down the street without people yelling stuff at him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's all I was trying to say.
We went from not listening to them to now it's ridiculous. Like that Believe Women. It's like all of them. How about 85%? I'll give you 87%, all right? But that last 13% that keys your car, lights your shit on fire, and puts a family pet in a pot of stew. I miss, tougher parenting and evidence. Those are the things that I miss from my childhood.
Evidence?
Yeah.
You mean
due process?
Right.
Somebody says something happened, and then someone else goes, well, I said it happened this way, like the old Gumshoe shows. Then they had to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't exist now on social media. It's just like it's just frontier justice.
Right.
You feel how nervous everybody just got in here? The fact that I just suggested that there should be due process? This guy's talking crazy, man. Did he just join ISIS? This is what it is.
What I'm saying.
And then the woos that they agreed, but they didn't agree when it counted.
Did this bit for us that he insisted on doing.
Sully Sullenberger?
Yes. He did a bit where he came out and he's like, Conan, I've made a movie. And I'm like, oh, really? You've made a movie? And yeah, I funded it myself. And it was about Sully Sullenberger, who landed.
Sully Sullenberger biography.
Yeah, biography about the pilot who landed the plane. And he, I think, maintained that he did this. He had this idea before Tom Hanks. So he's a little indignant.
Well, it was actually, we showed it before Hanks ever made the movie.
Oh, is that true? Okay,
yes.
All right. It was 2009.
It was right after Sully Sullenberger heroically landed on the Hudson.
And so he shot this thing, and he got to our show early, and of course it looks like shit because we just had
it's fast,
with the barest cockpit set.
Are you familiar with Sully Sullenberger?
The captain who landed the plane on the Hudson. Everybody knows Captain Sully Sullenberger.
Everybody now knows who he is. I've known him for quite a long time.
You knew him before this whole thing happened?
I knew him 10 years ago.
You knew Sully Sullenberger, the captain who landed the plane on the Hudson that long?
Yes.
10 years?
Yes. And I, as soon as I first met him, I thought there's something special about this guy, and I bought his story.
You're kidding. That's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah, I met him in, where'd I meet him? Airport. I met him. It was a Sbarro's.
That adds up, yeah.
And he was getting pizzas. He was getting pepperoni, but anyway, whatever. So
to this day, I don't know what that sketch is.
Well, it was a dry bit. It was a very dry sketch.
It was one of the driest things I've ever seen.
So the idea is that Sully Sullenberger heroically landed on the Hudson like around that time.
Yeah.
He made this movie about Sully Sullenberger, but 6 months it's been in the can. So he was looking for an ending.
Yeah.
And this guy lands. So basically,
no. The joke is he made a movie about Sully Sullenberger before He
landed
heroically landed the plane on the... So,
So the clip is him landing on the tarmac. That's
successfully. He successfully lands the plane.
And it says, thanks for flying American Airlines.
Yes.
Have a good day.
So I heard you made a movie. This is going to be a huge movie. You have the movie of Captain Sully Sullenberger.
Yeah, I could. But save it up for the thing. Now listen, you know why you're standing up here. I'm just kidding you. I love you. That's why. Hey, you wanna land this?
Yeah.
Pretty well lands itself. But mostly, I know there's not enough time, but mostly we talked about it was a love story.
What? A love story with who?
Him and his wife, Sully Sullenberger. What was her name? I wrote this bit 25 minutes ago.
Do you want the clip or should we get out of here?
No, we should do the clip.
All right, take a look at this clip.
Sully, why didn't you give me a seat? Why do I
break it here, I guess?
A clip, and this must have exciting footage.
Well,
This story, the end of this story is incredible when the engines go out and...
The movie's been in the can for 6 months.
You made a movie about Captain Sully Sullenberger, and you finished it before he even crashed the plane in the Hudson, landed
Yeah, and it's too bad, man, because I was struggling for an ending for a long time. It's called Sully Sullenberger. Sully Sullenberger.
You clearly spent 10 years you've known this man? You forgot the at the end of his name?
I call him by a nickname, whatever. It's called Sully Sullenberger, Airport Pilot. But anyways, I brought a clip.
Oh, let's take a look at the clip.
Can I say something?
Yeah, yeah.
I play Sully.
You play Sully in the movie? We have to see this now. Unbelievably, this was shot before the incident that made him famous, but let's take a look.
On behalf of U.S. Airline, we know you have a lot of choices to make, and we're glad you chose us. Have fun in Kansas City, everybody. It's not a good ending.
It's a terrible ending.
It's the worst possible ending. I keep saying reshoots, and they have no money for reshoots. They're like, I said a long shot of the Hudson. Nothing.
No, that's not going to do it.
And he insisted on using the woman who did his makeup, Deborah Pullman. He insisted on using her in the bit, even though it's not even clear why he needed her in the bit.
His wife played his wife.
Yeah, played his wife, and.
I have to stand here for the whole flight?
I told you it's cheaper.
So the joke is that, amazingly, a director decides to make a movie about a random pilot, Sully Sullenberger, and makes it about a successful landing before the most dramatic landing in the history of aviation. And he showed this thing. I think he had a fake mustache on.
Yes.
But he's barely, and this is another thing I love about him. He didn't care at all about the craft of acting. And I'll watch.
Judge Lance Ito this week barred all potential jurors from reading Faye Resnick's controversial new book, Nicole Brown Simpson, Diary of a Life Interrupted. The judge also barred them from reading Faye Resnick's other new book entitled Judge Lance Ito is a Big Fruit. And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. This week, a court banned gays from marching in Boston's St. Patrick's Day parade, but they will still allow them to be beaten up by drunken Irish guys. I'm afraid to know what you're applauding at there. Okay. Meanwhile, Elton John continues to deny rumors that he is engaged to his tennis racket. Well, if I can be allowed a personal opinion, you know, I think Harrison Ford's new mustache works. And by works, I mean looks really gay. In overseas news, an attempt to lift the ban on gays serving in the British Armed Forces has been defeated in Parliament. This raises a difficult legal question. How do you exactly tell if a British guy is gay? In an interview in this month's Vanity Fair, actor Tom Cruise attempts to end once and for all rumors that he is gay. Meanwhile, the U.S. Army is dealing with a scandal of its own as dozens of female recruits have charged drill instructors with sexual harassment, intimidation, and even sexual assault. Analysts are calling it the best argument yet for gays in the military. Jonathan Schmitz, the Jenny Jones guest who killed his secret gay admirer because of his fear and hatred of homosexuality, has been sentenced to 25 years in prison. Well, I guess that plan backfired, huh? And it's been reported that Keanu Reeves is engaged to actress Amanda Decadina. Asked to comment, Keanu said, "What? I thought I was gay. I'd always heard I was gay. Beginning in March, DC Comics will change Superman's traditional red and blue costume to a new form-fitting bodysuit. The problem with the old costume? Not gay enough. What the hell's going on in the country? That's not Superman. All right. TriStar's Picture is planning a film about the 70s disco act, The Village People. While the movie will be coming out next summer, it plans to wait until Thanksgiving to come out to its parents. The artist formerly known as Prince says he now wants to be known as simply the artist. Meanwhile, I will continue to refer to him as simply the fruit. In other music news, several major acts are on tour this month, including the Counting Crows, Metallica, and the Fruit. A study on weight loss revealed this week that women who participate in a weekly diet program lost 50% more weight, snacked less, and bought more fruits and vegetables than women in general. Which just goes to prove my new theory: Richard Simmons is gay. Our top story tonight. This week, after months of speculation, sitcom star Ellen DeGeneres finally admitted that, yes, she is gay. Inspired by her courage, today, diet guru Richard Simmons admitted that he is really, 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 really gay. Here's the problem with taking pictures.
Yeah.
Photographers are largely flamboyantly gay.
Right.
And so then when they take, a good look for them is a flamboyantly gay look.
Right.
So when they take their picture, your picture, you know, they want you to look flamboyantly gay, and then you're like, can I look a little less flamboyantly gay? And they're like, no, this is good. I'm like, I'm wearing a dress.
Well, again, it's tonight and tomorrow night. The Comedy Works in Larimer Square. Thanks so much for toughing it out
man.
without coffee. It's great to meet
fun.
you.
Thanks
Thank
a lot.
Norm. All right, on over.
Excellent suit.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I like that one.
brand new. Oh my. Let's get back over to Angie and Chris, please.
Wait a minute. Norm, what is wrong, Norm, with flamboyantly gay?
Yeah.
I ask you.
I ask you, Norm.
Hit a little close to home this morning, didn't it?
Did you see this outfit? Did you see this thing?
This is what you should have worn for the headshot, Norm. Come on. Panache.
It is cool.
Huh? Come on.
You wore that between what he's wearing now and ending up in the dress. That was
Yeah.
halfway.
It is cool.
Norm could have worn this.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Hey, Johnny Weir called. He wants his outfit back.
Oh, hey now. He's talking to you too, not me.
I don't know who he's talking
I don't
to.
know. Maybe he is talking to me. Because Johnny Weir would look fabulous in this.
Look good in either one of these outfits.
Yeah, see.
Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? You're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted. I'm as straight as an arrow.
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Why would I say that? I'm deeply closeted.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay.
No, but that means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy.
Oh, this book will reveal much.
You know, on your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm no one to take charity.
I am not one to take charity.
I'm saying I sucked him off.
Surprise ending.
You're making me out to be Hal Holbrook over here. It's for the stubble, but it's for a role in a film.
Ooh, what's the role?
I haven't figured that out yet, but certainly there would be a movie that needs a prospector or something like that.
50 Shades. You saw was the one with Marcia Gay.
Yeah.
A couple more movies to be shot. You're into that, right, Norm? You like all that stuff?
No, I hate pornography.
You like the Red Room and the...
I don't like any of that. I don't like when love is for sale.
Okay. So he says as he takes a sip of water. Let's talk about that celebrity sketch, or that Celebrity Jeopardy sketch.
Celebrity Jeopardy.
Celebrity Jeopardy.
Yes.
That, you wrote that.
Yes,
and you
I did.
came up with the Burt Reynolds thing.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do Burt Reynolds, and then when I wrote it, and then I stole it off SCTV. There was a sketch on SCTV, so I just stole it. But I waited for Martin Short to comment so I could ask for permission to steal it. And then...
And he was okay with that?
He said that Eugene Levy wrote it, and he said, we'll get on a conference call with Eugene Levy. And I said, I'll call him, I'm a man. So Eugene Levy gave me permission. But anyways, when I went to do the Burt Reynolds, Lauren, picks out the costumes and everything. He had a white beard and white hair and stuff. And I was like, no, I want to do him from the 70s. And nobody really mentioned it. Nobody really ever noticed it, but it's weird that there's one character in the sketch from 40 years earlier.
Will Ferrell, I watched this over and over. He never cracks. And in this one with the church for whatever, was he one of the greatest people?
Yeah. I wrote it for Will, basically, because he was such a fantastic actor, and I just thought that it was funny that Alex always has hope. You know what I mean, Alex? It goes bad, horribly bad, And then he still has hope the next time. Then it goes bad again. Question after question, show after show, season after season.
I like the way you talk, Norm.
You like the way I talk?
Yeah, it's like a neat cadence, but you got to be careful what we say to you because it can be shut down quickly, but we're following you over here. You know what I mean?
Well, you like how I talk because I talk like a man. And you don't hear that.
It's true.
You don't hear that much anymore. These days, can't tell the men from the ladies.
As I said, we'll move on.
You know who's a real man? Have you ever interviewed Josh Brolin?
Yes, we have.
You have?
Yeah, we have.
My God, huh?
Yeah, total stud. A manly man.
He is
You got a thing for Josh Brolin?
Huh?
You got a thing for Josh then? Please, tread lightly in there.
No, I mean, he's a hot piece of tail.
Yeah, his tail is on fire. Tell us about Chris Farley going from one hot dude.
Yeah.
Farley.
Oh,
I
man,
can't tell you, the love I feel for Farley and his sketches. Was he the guy, even off camera, that just walked into the room and lit it up? Because according to your book, there was stuff you don't even see where he's nude and pretended to be a salad and things are going on. And
He liked being nude. And he would come in and he'd go, I'm a girl. I'm a little girl. He's talking to I'm a little girl. But anyway, yeah, he was the funniest guy. And he would always make everybody laugh. He'd just go out in the street and make them laugh. And you know what he could do? He could fall. I remember we all tried this. We all went on the stage and tried this because he would fall into a breakaway table. And he could fall straight without putting his hands out.
oh my gosh.
And if you try to do it, you always put your hands out. It's survival, your survival instinct. And he didn't have that survival instinct.
Oh, well, he learned early on that the fall was funny for him.
Yeah.
And it was his signature move.
Yeah.
Did you see him later in life when it seemed like things were getting bad and he was sort of in trouble?
Yeah, I did. The last thing he did was work on a film that I was, a motion picture that I was in. So that was the last thing he ever did. So I thought he would be fine, though, because he was a giant man with huge constitution, And he'd take like a steak and he'd put a big piece of butter on each bite of the steak. So everything about him was just giant. And so I thought, oh, this guy will never die. I was worried about Spade. Because he was a little frail guy, you know what I mean? Farley was this big, giant, So I never worried about him. But he never thought he was funny, which was bizarre because everybody was always laughing whatever he said.
That was the sadness.
It was sad because he said I wish I was funny like Belushi. And I was like, Belushi wasn't funny. He was a good actor, but when you saw him interviewed, he was kind of a dark guy, melancholy, guy.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Farley could make dumb people laugh, smart people laugh. People that didn't like him laugh. People that like
a lot of comics that don't. Do you think you're funny? Because in your book, you've got Louis C.K. calling you Mark Twain in this. David Letterman, which we're going to get to, that loves you. Hold that right there. But do you think you're funny? Because a lot of comics have this thing where the validation isn't always there on the inside of their head. We got to talk about Letterman. Answer. I like when he got emotional on his last show. More with Norm Macdonald.
Hold, right?
Yeah. Hold, Norm. Drink, Norm. Drink. Pause.
Emotional. But because I was just emotional by mistake. It wasn't like I planned to be emotional or, I can't act. So I couldn't do that on cue or anything.
I like this side of you, Norm.
You do, huh?
But it speaks to the friendship that you two have.
I like the mannishness of it.
Well, I like both.
Okay.
Kind of like a Josh Brolin right now.
Yeah. I had a square jaw. Well, there I am doing David Letterman. I did an impression of David Letterman, and I felt like odd doing it, because I love him so much.
What does he mean to you? What did he do for you?
Oh, well, I planned to go on Johnny Carson. That was my plan. I was living in Canada, and I'd done stand-up 2 years, and I was pretty well at my peak of stand-up. So I said, I'm going to go on Johnny Carson. He had 8 months to go, and I'm going to be the last comedian that he anoints and calls over to the couch. Anyway, the guy that picked the comics, he didn't want me to do that. So I ended up on Dave, but that was better because Johnny, I just took on faith that he was funny. I don't know. To me, he was just a corny old man. But Dave was my generation, He was my guy.
But what clicked between the two of you? What was it?
Oh, I don't know. He liked me for some reason. And, you know, so I worshiped him, and then I was like, I don't know why he liked me. I get to say
What do you
why I like
think of him now, like as Santa Claus Letterman?
Oh,
there he is.
no, I think that's really cool. Like, but yeah, like I was saying, I'm sorry that they show those pictures because he did it to be anonymous, and now they show pictures, so everyone that sees a guy with a big white beard will know it's
At
Letterman.
Christmas, it's like Letterman. You're Santa. Do you talk to him? Do you ever call him on the phone or talk about nothing?
No.
He doesn't seem like the type that would keep in touch. I don't know. I'm just judging, but like he's just sort of in his lane up there in Connecticut.
Yeah, he lives. You know, he has his ranch, and he's in New York City a lot. And I talked.
There's a story
Maybe
there.
I spoke to him, but you know.
We caught you. Gotcha. That was good.
But no, he's having a good time. He really likes being retired. He said it surprised him a lot. He thought he would not know
But
what
with
to
the
do.
election, you know he's sitting at home. There's so much material. It writes itself. He has to miss
No,
all of it.
he wishes that he would have been able to do Trump.
Talking about the election and Trump, you were just on Fallon the other night. Trump was there. Did you guys talk a little bit?
Well, what happened was, first of all, like I watched it. I thought it was fine. Then the next day they were like, Jimmy wasn't. You know, it's Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going to ruin his chance to get to host Face the Nation. You know. So no, I was. There's like I was second guest, and he was first guest. First time I was ever second guest.
Really?
And
I didn't even really like surprised. Like, oh, continue.
But it was Donald Trump. So there's only like a couple minutes between. So Donald Trump came out, and he was with the Secret Service guys. And I said, "Can I get a picture, Mr. Trump?" And so he's like, "Oh yeah, I know you, I love you. Yeah, we'll get a picture." I knew him from before. He goes, "We'll get a picture. Just give me a minute." And then he turns around, he walks down the hall, and gets in an elevator.
You're still waiting.
Yeah, I was like,
you're like best trick ever.
I know, it was like a Buster Keaton movie.
That's a good one. Fallon was on you at SNL. Was he the young guy when you were on there? And did you?
No, he wasn't on with me. We didn't cross paths.
There was no. Okay, I guess he was so young.
Yeah, he was a very, very young kid.
Who did you pay?
He used to send in jokes all the time when I was on Update, and I think he got like one on or something.
So he was the young, aspiring, always trying to get in there.
trying to get in, and then he got in and blew the roof off his roof.
Anybody you paid it forward to is what I was going to ask, because you had so many people. You talked about Adam Sandler and everybody that sort of helped you. Who did you pay it for?
No, I didn't pay it forward. No, you know, I tried to help people, but then it turned out they sucked. Like, I can't pick good guys. And if a guy's good, he'll make it anyways. But, you know, I have had a few guys that go, you got to hire this guy. And then the guy phones me and goes, oh, that guy sucked. Like, he was the worst. I'm like, I didn't know. It seemed funny to me.
Norm's memoir. Based on a true story. How loosely based on a true story, or 100% based on a true story?
It's 100% true.
Okay.
The facts not all the facts out there, but the truth is there.
It's out now. Norm, this has been interesting. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Karen.
I love that.
Thank you.
All right, there's been a lot of drama on the CBS hit Criminal Minds. Thomas Gibson was fired after kicking a writer. You can't do that, Norm. Were you an update from a...
Kicking a writer?
Yeah. New cast member Adam Rodriguez is coming out next.
That Madonna's baby thing.
Oh, yeah.
Funny.
Oh,
you know,
thanks.
it's, I really have to give it to that guy that's the father, you know, Carlos...
Leon.
Carlos Leon.
Or Carlos Leon, I forget which one.
Because you got to have a lot of guts. That means he had sex with Madonna without a condom. Right? That's great. Michael Jackson. He said, I heard a quote where he said,
He said, I don't care if my child is a boy or a girl, as long as it's a boy. He's going to name it. He said he doesn't know what he's going to name it. He said he thinks if it's a girl, he's going to name it Sharon.
Really?
Yeah. And if it's a boy, he's going to have sex with it.
O.J. Simpson's new fitness video was released this week, and hitting the shelves next week, Simpson's newest video, Dorf on Stalking. The crowd is torn. Liza Minnelli has gotten word she'll have to have a hip replacement operation. This marks the first time in 15 years that the name Liza Minnelli and the word hip have been used in the same sentence. Well, let's get to O.J. O.J. Simpson's lawyers say they don't want the families of Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman in the courtroom during the trial. They're afraid the presence of the family members will just remind O.J. of how much more killing he still has to do. And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard. To illustrate the point that their client is running out of money to defend himself, O.J. Simpson's lawyer said this week that if he had to do it over again, after killing his victims, O.J. would now rob them as well. That one you find troubling? New medical research shows that men and women have different food cravings. Men preferring meat and women preferring sweets. Scientists trace this back to caveman days, when men had to go out and hunt for food while women sat on their fat asses eating chocolates. This was Colin Ferguson's first week in prison. Ferguson has reportedly dismissed his cellmate, and from now on he will be acting as his own bitch. And finally, due to a change in policy, Amtrak employees will no longer be able to kick homeless people out of Penn Station based on the way they look. From now on, they will have to go solely on urine stench. This is our top story tonight this week in the O.J. Simpson trial. After grisly photos of the murdered Nicole Brown Simpson were shown in court, O.J. turned his head away and wept. It was at that moment that he realized he would never be able to kill her again. Actor Charlie Sheen is reportedly engaged to model Donna Peel. Friends of Sheen say they knew Sheen was serious when he took Donna home to meet the hookers. Meanwhile, Washington, D.C. Mayor Marion Barry attended the march and called it a beautiful display of unity and solidarity among African Americans. His only complaint, the complete absence of crack. In publishing news, Magic Johnson has received a $5 million advance from Random House for his new book entitled What You Can Do to Avoid AIDS. Chapter 1, Don't Have Sex with Me. Officials at the Philadelphia Zoo report they have actually been able to preserve sperm from an endangered one-horned rhinoceros. The sperm will remain frozen at the zoo until Michael Jackson comes by with a check and picks it up. 47-year-old Adrienne Brown, wife of soul legend James Brown,
died suddenly last week. Most shocking of all, she was not killed by James Brown. Finally, some good news. According to her doctor, legendary actress Katharine Hepburn is recovering nicely from her recent illness, and they have even upgraded her condition to decrepit. So that's nice. Well, you don't like her? You don't like Katharine Hepburn, for God's sake? As Baltimore and Cleveland met this week in divisional playoff action, the big story in baseball continues to be Orioles second baseman Roberto Alomar. Under a dark cloud. Yes, none of us like him. Well, according to a new Entertainment Weekly poll, 72% of their readers say they would not be offended if a TV show lead character were gay. Though that figure shrinks to 1% when these same readers are reminded that being gay can involve anal sex. This weekend, veteran news anchorman David Brinkley apologized to Bill Clinton for an election night commentary in which he called the president, quote, boring and uncreative. Admitted Brinkley, there was certainly nothing uncreative about the way you moved Vince Foster's body. The president's a murderer. You didn't know that? O.J. Simpson was in a different courtroom this week, attempting to regain custody of his 2 children. In order to prove to the court how much he loves his kids, O.J. pointed out, quote, hey, they're still alive, aren't they? According to O.J. Simpson's niece, Terry Baker, when O.J.'s mother, Eunice Simpson, first heard about the slaying of Nicole Brown, she exclaimed, he did it. Reached for comment, O.J. said, my mom was just guessing. I hadn't even told her yet. You know, yesterday the House Budget Committee approved an outline of the deal between President Clinton and congressional leaders to balance the budget. But both sides caution it is not set in stone. In order to become official, of course, it must still be approved by this Chinese guy here. He's got a... Boo, what the hell? Safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentage in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do. No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women. Haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, you know, well, you'll see later.
And then talk about a guy who picks good projects.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 60% of having a career like that.
Yeah. I read in
Bill
the
Murray's
Sting,
like that,
Bill
too.
Murray will do nothing. And you know another great thing about Bill Murray that I think was smart? He doesn't get work done, like he doesn't get plastic surgery.
Mm.
So his face looks super authentic.
Yeah.
And, like you would think an actor would want that, like those lines, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you could use that. Because I remember at the end of his life, Jackie Gleason got a facelift.
Yeah.
And it looked like, it was like, why wouldn't you want to use your old face? That would be super funny, you know? Instead of because you're not a leading man.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I think about Bill Murray. Everybody else gets ridiculous work done that makes them look young, and then Bill Murray gets to, look like an authentic.
Right.
Plus, he's a great actor. It's amazing that he took that route. He did Razor's Edge, which was awful.
Oh yeah.
But still, it was daring.
Yep.
Project, and I guess he just had all this money from Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
And so he did the exact opposite of Dan Aykroyd. It was always funny, like
Dan just kept chasing the big movies. Yeah. And then he did that crazy sitcom where he was a priest. And you're like, what happened here?
I was, they sent me, they wanted me to do a thing on the show.
Oh, yeah.
On that show. It was one of those, cool priests, and he drove a Harley and stuff. Like that really exists, And so anyways, they sent me the thing. He's like, it's a really funny part, Norm. And I'm like, well, I'll just do it, because you're asking me, because you're the greatest. And then I got the script, and all I did was I was looking through the telescope, and I said, oh, I can see Uranus. And then he goes, you can? And he pulls. Like he pulls his pants, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to say that. So I had to lie my way out of it to get out of this awful joke. But he told me, it was like, great. One time when I had my sitcom, the showrunner goes, why don't we have a big star every week do the cold opening? And I go, oh, sure, yeah. And he goes, you can get big stars, right? I'm like, no, I can't get anyone. And he goes, but Sandler. I go, I'm not going to ask Sandler, and then I told my agent, I said, don't ask Sandler, because the showrunner kept phoning my agent. I go, because I don't want to blow a favor. I know he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it, and then he's going to think like I asked him for a favor. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So, anyways, a few weeks later, my manager goes, oh, by the way, Sandler said he doesn't want to do it. I'm like, oh my God, I told you not to.
Yeah.
And then they said, one week, they go, we got Eddie Murphy on the phone. I'm like, why? What? And they're like, for the cold opening. And I go, what cold opening? And so they hand me this script, So I'm talking to Eddie Murphy, and I don't know Eddie Murphy. And he's being super Zen-like, He's an amazing guy, because he's all Zen and peaceful. And then he tells a story, and it's hysterical. All of a sudden he's doing voices. Because he was talking about being a director, and he goes real peacefully, he was like, the directors in Hollywood are very tough to find one. Frank Oz was magnificent, but I was very unhappy with the other directors. Finally, I had to direct myself, and I directed Harlem Nights, and the Red Fox was in it. And so Red Fox came to the show once, and he was having trouble with the IRS, and he owed all this money, so he kept trying to sell me things. And he would come to the set, and he would go, and then all of a sudden he's super funny, right? After doing this real flat voice, and he goes, and then Red Fox would say, "Hey Eddie, you like Elvis? I got Elvis's watch. How'd you like to buy Elvis's watch? Elvis, give me this watch." So I said to him, "Hey, Red, how long have you had Elvis's watch?" He said, "I had it for 40 years. I go, "That's not Elvis's watch. That's Red Fox's watch. I ain't buying Red Fox's fucking watch." So he's like super funny. And then he go back again to being Zen-like. So I said, so as I'm talking to him, I'm leafing through this fucking awful fucking shit of a cold opening that they're having him do. And so it's like, white guys writing for black guys, what they think they'd say. It's just awfully, horribly racist. And so he says to me, he goes, I'll do it. If you tell me it's funny, I'll do it. And I go, it's not funny.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what else to do. We got, you know, what we got on the show though. We got Richard Pryor. Yes, Richard Pryor. His last appearance everywhere.
No shit.
Was on my television show.
Wow.
And big mistake. Like he showed up, you know, he's in his last stages of MS.
Yeah.
And everyone was crying, you know, because you look, you know, his eyes, he would do that fear look even when he was acting and stuff, when he was doing his stand up. That's what he was like. It was just pure fear. It's like he's locked in the side, like begging to get out somehow, and it's so hard to watch.
Right.
So, and then his wife, she goes, listen, you know, he's really nervous. You know, would you go up and tell him you love him, hug him, kiss him? You know, I go, hug him and kiss him? He goes, yeah, you gotta show him affection. You know, he's very fragile. So I go up and I hug him and I kiss him. I go, you know, you're the greatest ever. You know, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. You know, but it's just great that you're here and this. And then there's like two big black guys that are there. You know, and one of the big black guys, like about 15 minutes later, goes, Richie thinks you're a faggot. So my everybody's comic hero, and I'm like sexually molesting him pretty well because of his stupid wife.